Kevin, brilliant career you having up to this point. There's been a bit of a topsy-turvy moment, with your involvement in the reality season, in the last fight. And, from the time you fought Marius, that was about 34 years ago, went through Daniel Dubois and stuff like that. What can you tell us about lessons learned in your last fights?
I think every fight you'll take important, valuable lessons out of them. Essentially, it's not about changing much. It's about fixing with the problems that you encountered and being better and doing more. Ups and downs of the sport. I think there's no sport where the highs are so high and the lows are so low, but it's about learning, evolving, and developing. And I believe since I fought Marius Vach in 2022, I've developed and evolved as a fighter. Since my loss to Dubois, I've evolved. And then obviously I won the Bridgerweight interim world title, beat Riyad Murray and Gashi, and then fought Hooney in a fight that I believe I won. But you leave a fight up to the judges, that's what can happen. It can go the other way when you think it could go your way. But that's the sport of boxing. There shouldn't be too much reflection on records and losses. And it's about how did you lose? What did it do for your share price, and are you still credible? And I think that's what we've always achieved in any of our losses, the Dubois fight, the Hooney fight, because essentially that's why we're still here today and still the forefront and leaders of the sport within the country. But always learning, always looking to evolve and develop, and I think that's what we're doing all the time.
Kevin, it takes us back to where the point you're reaching now, that you're going to be involved in this legacy boxing promotion fight on a significant day, that is Workers' Day here in South Africa, 1st of May. What does it mean to the boxing-loving people that you're going to be showcased right there in Tshwane, Sunbet Arena?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, Legacy reached out to me and my team to ask if we want to fight on their card, and obviously, it comes with a lot of T's and C's. Obviously, Legacy Promotions, their brand partner, Sunbet, and I'm my brand partners, World Sports Betting. So we just needed to make sure it aligns properly. But it's just great to be afforded the opportunity, and it's a Workers' Day, and I'm all for hard work. So it's a day of rest for some people, but it's a day of work for me. And it would be great to see a lot of South African supporters coming out to support. Tickets are at Ticket Pro. And I think let's just support the event. It's not about supporting the individual. Yes, I'm the headline show. Yes, I'm the main event and defending my world title. But let's get behind the sport and come enjoy the event itself. When you change the stigma and you start talking about an event, what gets people out the house on the Saturday? It's going to an event or going to a specific function. It mustn't always be about the fight. The fight is what's happening, but is it an event or a spectacle? And that's what my duty is, and obviously everyone else's duty is to make it an event. And I'm happy to be fighting, and it's been a year since I last fought. And obviously I've been heading my own promotion, Aquila Boxing Promotions, which I'm the ambassador of. And we had our inaugural maiden tournament in March, and it was a great success. So there's so many facets and sides to me, which people obviously know. But at the end of the day, they both come together and they're about growing the sport. And I'm humble to be here. And there's so much more to achieve and so much more to give.
In closure, Kevin, every boxer has his own legacy that he wants to leave. How best do you want to be remembered as an athlete?
As an honorable one, a respected one, because championships and titles, they don't maketh a man. It's what you stand for as an individual. Are you approachable? Do you have respect? Are you likable? Are you humble? In your wife's eyes, your children's eyes, are you loved? Are you appreciated? That's legacy. Belts, money, fame doesn't determine legacy, because it can be swept from underneath you at an instant. Yeah. So there's more to life. For me, my legacy is, if I walk away into the sunset before it gets dark, are people going to say, good guy, he could fight what a hell of a fighter he was, family man, respected. Then I'm thumbs up. The rest, world champion, nice, that's cool, great box to tick. Earned good money from the sport of boxing due to hard work, it's a nice box to tick. But when it's all said and done, the loved ones and the ones close to you is what matters most, and what they think of you. Because when you head off into the sunset, people forget about you. People forget about the champions from yesteryear. In 10, 15 years' time, I'll maybe be mentioned, but I won't be the talking conversation, because there'll be a new Kevin Lerena. But when people look back, they can say what I mentioned now: respect, humility, family man, and that's legacy.
What can we look forward to on the 1st of May? Can you promise the boxing-loving fans something out of your honor?
You're going to see a well-oiled machine. I'm a very experienced fighter. I don't like to make predictions, and I'm going to knock him out, and I'm going to spark him out, and because at the end of the day, it's a fight, and it can happen to me. But I'm coming in so well prepared that victory is all I foresee happening on my side. How it happens or how it comes, a knockout is always a bonus. But I go in there to seek, maraud, and destroy, but to leave the ring that me and my opponent both make it home to our families, and we move on to the next thing, and that's all that matters.
You've had it from the WBC. Can you just showcase your belt one more time so that the people can be able to see? And please get in Genevieve as well on the picture, because this is the lucky charm, and the 1%. Genevieve, what can you tell us, briefly, 1 minute, about Kevin outside of boxing?
Outside of boxing, well, he is extremely loving and kind, and just a very genuine, big-hearted person, and he's very funny. Makes me laugh all the time. Wow. All the time.
Kevin, your motivation to the youth, you got the youth that aspire to be like you. What is your final word of motivation to youth there wanting to follow a glorious career, same as yours?
Work hard, stay out of trouble, remain humble, have respect, because cometh hour, cometh a man, but a man with respect is a very well-liked man who will go on to great places. So always have respect, carry yourself with pride and respect, and work hard. If you want to make it in life, whatever you do, it never comes easy. Work hard, surround yourself with the right people, and block out the noise.